Because I wanted to put him down.
Hello, hello, hello. I don't want to turn this down too much so you guys can hear the narrator, but that was a little loud. So I should have let you guys watch what happens when I booted up the game. It was hilarious. Oh, hey, yeah, Stanley. Better do what you're told. What's up, Galaxy? What's up, boy? No, when I launched the game, I launched the game last night after I downloaded it just to check the settings, make sure everything's all good, and it had me set the time to what the current time was, so I did. And after that, everything was fine. I quit it, and then I just started up a second ago to start the stream. And it had me set the time again, and I did. And it went through this whole dialogue about thanking me for taking the time to set the time. And it said, next time you boot up the game, set it to your favorite time, blah, blah, blah. It was funny. I should have showed you guys. But anyway, this is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. See? It says that's what we're playing. That's what it says. That's indeed what it says. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to play the game. In 1 second, though. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, I plan on playing through at least one of the endings on this stream, which we should be able to do that in less than an hour. So we'll do more than one ending, but that's the goal, at least one. I'm gonna try to get the easiest ending first, and then we're gonna move on to the other ones, of course. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin the game, shall we?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he now?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Uh-oh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand here for a second, see what happens. Because I know this game's super meta and fourth wall breaking type of stuff, so I'm just gonna stand here for a second. And yes, hype. Hype it up in here. Okay, I don't think he's gonna say anything. Okay. Oh, the movement. It's a little weird. Okay. Interesting. Someone left their drawer open. That's not safe. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, see, yeah. We're just gonna listen to what he says first, till we get to the ending, and then we'll go our different way. How about that? Hello. Hello. Hey. All right, let's move on. Oh, someone's getting some renovations done. Why do we have an interrogation room? Why do we have
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, give him time. No, this narrator is going to fuck with me very badly, so I'm gonna give him no time whatsoever. He did say left, right? Yeah, he said left. Ooh, the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other co-workers. Resent Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some... Okay, you all saw that. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Okay. Yeah, alright. Broom closet. I can open it.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So what if I just stay here? What if I just stand here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Don't worry about it, Galaxy. I'm giving him some time now. I'm gonna give him some time. Seems like he's noticing my rebellion
It was
nature.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I know y'all can't see it right now, but I'm cheesing cheek to cheek.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some
Why?
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, you see, narrator, the thing is, this is a pretty neat broom closet.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yeah?
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah, well,
I
you
never
should.
would have thought to mention it.
Well, you should have said something when I didn't go out of the first room, out of my office, Mr. Narrator.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
They do, but it's okay, because I don't. I wish I could jump.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Damn, son.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
What?
And you collapsed on the keyboard.
What?
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
I'm not dead,
It's
I'm moving
indicative
around,
of
bro.
the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
He just keeps going. I want to go. I actually do want to leave, but he just won't stop. And yes, apparently I did die. I think that was it. I really kind of want to just stand here to see if there's more. I don't think there's more. Okay, let's.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Ha.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
That was
upstairs to
fantastic.
his boss's office.
That was absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I did that. Hello? Boss man. Executive bathroom. To be rich is to... or is it a crime? To commit crimes. Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Okay. I mean, you can become rich legally, I thought. Unless if it's illegal to have that much money. In that case, this is a very confusing world. What's behind this door? Okay. Hello? Boss man.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known, was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
And you know what, now that I think about it more, you're right. I don't think anybody gets rich legally anymore, at least. I mean, unless if you're, what's his name? Crap. Hold on. What's his name? Oh, Channing Tatum. Yeah. He's the only one who's ever done it legally. How? I don't know, but that's what the reporters say. Okay. Hello? Mysterious back room? Ooh, mysterious back room elevator. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I really want to go down that path. Oh, it says escape. It's clearly there for me to ignore the narrator. Ah. Alright, next playthrough. Next run. Can I press the button, narrator? Please? He's yet to say anything.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
In 1080p.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, of course, why not? It's just a press of a couple buttons. Hello? Camera?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. 427,
that was us. Where's that at? Where's it at? Like right here. I think that's us, right there. Hold on. Yeah, 427. By the way, right mouse click is forward for some reason. I don't know why. Hello?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, the real mind control here is that I believe I'm being mind controlled because I saw a room that says mind control on it. That's the real mind control.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
My own racist thoughts are my own.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hello?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I kind of want to turn them on, bro. To be completely honest. Alright, fine. How do I destroy it? Is it this button right here? 5? On control idle, awaiting input. There was some numbered buttons in there. I wonder what that was about.
And when
System
at
power.
last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Oh.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Nope.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. I don't know if I want to. Alright, fine.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Not like super happy, just a little bit. Just enough not to, off himself. Alright. So that was the first and easiest ending. Now, let's do some other stuff, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go this way. I think I first... Wait. Surname access? Okay, anyway. I think our first... divergence on the storyline is going to be this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, wait. I should have... Wait. Oh, no. I haven't gotten to the broom closet.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Yeah, let's go admire the break room, guys. Let's do it. Ooh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I mean, this ain't a bad little break room. It's kind of cozy. It just...
Yes.
Maybe needs like a table or something.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Got anything else to say there, big guy? I'm just chilling.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Make him sad? How do I make him sad? I want to make him sad.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is that... I can make him mad. I don't know about sad. I'll try. Was that really all? Okay, alright.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
What's this open door here? Ooh. Oh. I don't know which way to go. Should we go this way? What's this way? Interesting. Okay. We're gonna go left this time. We're gonna go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, mother fudger, now I wanna... Haha. Wonder where this elevator goes.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Oh, why'd you have to say left? Oh, fuck, alright, no. Okay, that's my only option anyway. Alright.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Are you serious?
No,
Motherfucker!
No, right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's gonna make me sad.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Interesting, okay. Is there somebody in this vehicle? Hello? Ooh, dark, creepy staircase. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get
Close
back
your eyes,
to,
guys.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I freaking love this game. Okay, hold on. Made me set the time. Is the time real? No. No, the time is... Wait. No, the time is not real. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, Mr. Narrator, we've already established we're not doing that today. Not today.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go through here. You suck at getting the memo. Yeah, I know, okay. Partially, it's not my fault. Look, Charlie gives it to Daniel, and Daniel gives it to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey just does not ever remember. So honestly, he sucks at giving me the memo. We're going this way. Yeah, we're going this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it
no.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Yeah,
It's got to
agreed.
be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh. Why did they get hired? Oh, they are dumb. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. They barely know how to do their job. So who knows what that's all about?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No memo today. Jeffrey's an asshole. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. No, I am not the boss, unfortunately. If I was the boss, then this place would have been probably shut down months ago.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Wait a minute, hold on. Aha, okay. Yep. We are... Okay, here's
no, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Here's my theory, boys. The Stanley Parable is the back rooms. That's what this is. This has to be the back rooms. I mean, look at this. This... Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Yay! I did
know
crack
you
the
put in
case.
a
I
lot of hard
won!
work,
Yay!
and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
No, you
We
said it
both
already. I
know
won.
You didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I mean, you gave me the win. I
I'm
worked
getting
for it.
weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No. Hold on. Oh, I ran out of water. I'll get some here in a minute.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
It's trademarked. Just follow the line was trademarked. Oh, that's hilarious. This game is freaking amazing, guys. I love this game. Hello? Oh, I turned it off. Who farted? Follow the line, boys. Oh? Hello? It goes around the
You
box.
see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Now, how do I do
Simply
that?
by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Yes.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to
Ooh.
lighten the mood.
006. Oh. Yay! What the hell? Hello? What just happened? That was strange. Did y'all see that? Hold on. Follow the line.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
Alright, let's study it. Okay, I think we studied enough.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No. Okay, that was really weird when we were following the line and we went through those set of file cabinets. I teleported or something? I was very confused at that moment. Anyway. Can I turn that computer off again? I can.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Lobsters. Nothing but lobsters. Everywhere.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I agree.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Just don't acknowledge it was trademarked. Oh my gosh. Follow the line, follow the line, follow the line. We're following the yellow brick road. Oh. It's gone, narrator. I don't know where to go. Oh, we're in the Oval Office.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Will
And
it?
since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Let's go.
Another victory for logic.
Ha!
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Onward! Hello?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Apparently.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So,
I don't know.
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh my god. And apparently the narrator is supposed to forget about this restart. Okay. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pause it here for a second. I'm gonna go grab me some water. I will be right back. Okay, alright, we're back. We're on another restart. Okay, so here we are. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I guess this is the DLC door. We'll do that one later.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so let's go to the right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We met our quota on that today.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we took that way last time. We're gonna go, well, yeah, actually we're gonna go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We're coming back in
Oh,
here.
no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
For the people who are just listening and not watching, I'm back in the broom closet. He says he's not going to acknowledge, but let's see if that's true. Okay, I believe him. Alright, I'm sorry guys. Let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. Ooh, what's with the red light? Ooh, what's that? Oh, I can't read that? Oh well. Hello?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm dreaming!
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Wake
I'm
up!
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Boom! Loud, dangerous, violent explosion.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh my goodness, this game is fantastic. Oh, you missed a lot? Oh shit, I'm sorry, man. Well, okay, so from where you said you cracked the case, you really didn't miss that much. Maybe just the majority of that, the walk to that ending, I guess. But you didn't really miss too much. Okay. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We discovered the DLC door, the last run. I guess that's what that is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And we've been exploring the
This
door on
was
the
not
right.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
You did miss me going back into the broom closet, but
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
anyway, yeah. No, cause alright, so the last run we went through that door, and then we went downstairs instead of going up, and we got stuck into a temporal loop type of thing, and the narrator had an existential, he had a crisis, okay? And so did I, apparently. Now we're going to try
Stanley
this
was
door.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
True. I'm just lucky, man. 10 in my luck stat, boy. Can we go through this door? No. Wow, this is a humongous warehouse. Look at that.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
How do you
I'm
even
not
get the
your
boxes
enemy,
up there?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't like the sound of that. Who's she? What is this you speak of? Hello? Okay, that's just... I don't know if I want to... Okay, let's do it. Oh, God.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Do what?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No. I refuse. Okay, fine. See? This is why you don't pick up phones. You die. Oh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I want to go down that hallway. That's what I want to do. I can.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Okay, that scared me. I ain't gonna lie.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Good morning, employee 427. Press J on your keyboard. What if I press G? H, K, L, M, N, B? Fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press M.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Wait, no, I'm
now
not.
he's going home.
What?
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay, first of all, who puts their chair right there? Come on.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press Y to watch TV. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Oh.
The thought excited him terribly.
Please press N to spend time with the boy. Oh, yes! Spend time with the boys. Let's do it.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Please press Q to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The baby. Please press M to tell your kids a story. Alright, listen here, kiddos.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again.
Wait a minute.
And then again, and again, over and over,
When
wishing
did the
beyond
kitchen
hope that it
disappear?
would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Well, hold up. Hold up. Was there not a kitchen here? When did it switch? Like, there was... Wait, hold on. Am I going crazy? Was there not a kitchen here? Was there not... When did...
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Tea.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Oh.
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Please press Y to be at work in the morning. Well, he said not to press it. Not pressing the Y button, not pressing the Y button. Press.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Give me some money. Press the O to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please
And
die.
I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh. The end is letting. Oh. Holy crap. Okay, well. I guess that was another ending. I wish there was like an ending tracker to tell you which endings you got. I mean, I think there's achievements, yeah, but. So, how's everything going so far, guys? Everything good? Everything working? Just gonna take a break for a second. Okay. I'm setting up for Christmas and I hate it. Oh yeah, I mean, having to deal with. Look, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of the year, but having to deal with customers during Christmas, yeah, I can definitely see why you hate that for sure. So no judgment. I feel for you, brother. I wish you the best.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Oh, is that right? I like being alone. Mr. Narrator, I want to go down that hallway. Can I open this door? Hello? I want to enter the door. No. Okay, fine. New content? No, we're good.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Now that you said it like that, that is something crazy to think about. It's not even Thanksgiving. It's not even Halloween yet. Wow, okay. Holy crap. I mean, it's freaking, it's not even autumn yet. It's September. Wait. It is autumn, ain't it? I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright, well, we can't go into the broom closet anymore. Oh, come on. Oh, that. Yeah, mega stores below. Yeah. I agree with you on that one, buddy. They sure do. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, hello. Oh, I can go in the executive. Oh, I did last time. Never mind. Can I go this way this time? Oh, I can. Business strategy. What the hell is this? Yeah, I guess that is a proper business strategy if you're in the business of fur coats, I guess. Exotic fur coats. We're gonna take the elevator. We're gonna go up. Okay, this is very ugly wallpaper for an elevator. I don't like it. Hey, yo, it's Toes. What's up, brother? What's up? I think I got myself stuck in the elevator. This ain't bueno. Narrator? Are you serious? Where was I going? Oh well.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay. Fine.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What should be a number I should try?
2845.
Yes, game, I got you. Let's try my birth year.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, I would have tried 8008, but, you know, The narrator was not having it. That was hilarious. Okay. Is there anything else back here? Hello? Hello? I'm gonna chill in this corner. It is dark. We've already done this one though. He did get bored. Should have seen what happened when I was in the broom closet. I'd show you, but he closed it. Oh. What was that? That was strange. Almost died. This is definitely new.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind Control Facility. Okay. Lights. God said let there be lights.
The lights
he flipped
rose
the
on an
switch on.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What happened there? Was that like the last 4 that they had and they're like, just place them anywhere? Okay. Cameras.
Now
Action.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
There's our
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It also means everything. Wait, was there not an option to turn it off? I thought there was.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Maybe.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It's possible.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
I mean,
was
we're
it
thinking
even
about it.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
50% of the
Here
world's
was the
population
proof,
does that already.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wait, that's a big TV. I want to press this button. Okay, well that button does nothing right now. But I'm assuming if I... What's going on down here? It's kind of cool looking. But yeah, I'm assuming if we turn it on, then oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm assuming if we turn it on, we should be able to do all that. I hope. That would be cool. Mind control idle.
And when at
awaiting
last he
input.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, what?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yes.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means, I barely know where to start.
I don't know either.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh, shut
but
up,
I'm
narrator.
enjoying this so much.
Up
You
yours,
know what?
buddy.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These
thank
are
you.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh
Okay,
dear
I don't
me,
know if
what's
I'm
the
doing
matter,
this right.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Oh.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
Oh.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
One is blue.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Okay.
This is
So,
not a challenge.
so
It's
the
a
fourth one's
tragedy.
yellow. Fourth one's
You
yellow.
wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first,
what?
so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
No!
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Five, five,
It's
five,
all the
five,
same
five,
to me,
five.
all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Well, that was that was fantastic. And we're back. Like nothing happened.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I've already got the achievement, I think.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I have to have 50 clicks by now. Right? Right? And yes, time does grow on trees. The narrator was
I'm
incorrect.
still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
I'm doing
Why
it.
don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks in 417. Okay, I can do that. 417, down here. 417, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Great. Now, go click
The
a few
fool
times
on
on
the
door
push.
437.
Okay, how many times on 437? I didn't hear him. Okay. What is that? Okay, 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, okay, 10 clicks. I like it. It is neither a push or a pull. It's a knock door. You just knock on it. That's all it's for.
Now, back to door number 437.
I have one of those doors. It's my bedroom door. That's why I have no ladies. Wait. Oh, shit. What door did he say, guys? I totally missed that. What door did he say? Did anybody catch it? Or did my loud mouth covered that up? 430. Okay. Go back to 437. That sounds like what the narrator would say.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
A copy machine. Okay. Okay, you were right, by the way, Toast. Thank you.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417. On my way.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk. How do I climb on it? Oh, wait. There's a little... How do I...
Yes!
Yay.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Heard. Where is 416, actually? 415? 417? Hello? Am I stupid? He said 416, correct? I don't see a 416. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know what to do about that. I don't see no 416. Those are the 50s. Alright, well. I guess it's the end of that little joke, because I can't... What happened to this guy's desk? Why does he only have a pencil sharpener and a lamp? Okay. Alright, I'm sorry, narrator and guys. I can't find 416. I don't know what to do about that. Alright, we're going to try one of these ways again real quick.
When
and then
Stanley
we'll do
came
the
to
new
a set of
content.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, we're going to go on that right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, I wonder if that's a door in the new content area or whatever. 450. 450, baby.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Were there any other options when we went that way? I don't remember. So we're going to go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We're going to go this way. Can we not go back?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
We're going this way.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why won't you let me have the broom closet? Whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I want to see what happens when we go down in the elevator. I'm still... that still gets me. That's hilarious. Alright, we're going to click down. We're going to go down this time. Up was not a thing, apparently. So we're going to go down. See if that's a thing. So, Katy Perry, everybody? Alright, alright. Okay, so the elevator is just... It's literally nothing. It literally does nothing. What is this? Lamb, the most expensive boss. Okay. What's going on back here? The beige pages are hostile takeovers. But okay, I can't read that. Alright, anyway, let's move on, I guess.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Ha.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh yeah, this is coming. Kinda.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, I love this game, guys. I absolutely love it. Alright, is there anything back here this time? No? Okay. What if I click up? It just automatically kicks down the screen. Okay, fair enough. So calm, so calm. So calm. Okay. Goodness gracious.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Excuse me. No, I did not. I go to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Huh. Yeah. No.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What's up with the pole? Can you explain that?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
He's gotta be kidding, right? He's gotta be joking. I'm gonna jump. Oh. Ow. Oh, hello?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. Oh no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No. Yeah, see? No. I most certainly did not do that.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
He almost became flat, Stanley. That's a good one. Oh, shit. I don't... Oh, what is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay, look, this is my office, right? This is where we came from. I come through here. It's a dude that only has the pencil sharpener, you can see it there. Come down the hallway. That's the 420 door. This is the missing 415 door, or 416 door. The two doors. Yeah, the two doors, like I said. Corridor. Office layout. Okay. 1980 computer. Stanley's computer. Nature paintings. Nah, bro, these are pictures. Which is cheating in the art world. The stoner room, yes. 420. The stoner room. The office. Hey look, Pixar's here. Okay, let's set of two doors was the very... Okay, never mind. Wait, hold on. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Oh! Oh, that's nice. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Nope, I don't see him either. But no one watches The Office, so shut up. I'm just kidding. By the way, The Office is better than Friends. No one watches Friends. And there is how my channel got canceled. The Office. Maintenance room. Okay. I don't want to go up there yet. Let's see what's over here on this side. Wow. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know what. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Toast. Please don't hate me. Turn all those off. You know, actually, I can agree with that. They do have their moments for sure. I have found myself laughing at the office a couple times. So yeah. Ooh, let's go up. Let's see what's up here. Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Cool. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Oh. Oh, we missed the button. Come back up. Oh, yes. Okay, anyway. Oh, what's over here? A little button maze. Zending, whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what this is. Zending levers? These levers are originally a part of the Zending. The player would pull the lever and the narrator would describe the color that they pulled. Okay, well we haven't got that ending yet. Is that like a DLC thing? Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. Okay, cool. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options. Return menu. Escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I kind of want to do that now. Ooh. Projector. Okay, let's oh. Pick it up. Pick it up. The apartment timer. So I'm going to give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Yeah, why is that different now? Because I definitely was not going to pick up the phone. 100%. Okay. Cool. Oh, what is this? Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of the people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That would have been fantastic. Oh my gosh, I wish that was a thing. 100%. That sounds fantastic. Stanley fighting aliens? Oh, come on. That would have been fantastic, guys. Okay, so let's go this way now.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on all of his
Oh no.
Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him? Stanley pushed the big red button. Possible to you?
Okay. Lounge. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game. Okay.
For the player to do anything in this room.
Alright, so how do we get out of this one? Okay. I guess we go this way. What is this? From Dink Dunk, subject gay. You are gay. From Art, subject regarding your game in the works. Dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and the Okay, well I didn't read that, but y'all can pause it and read it if you want. They did miss out. I ain't gonna lie though, I forgot what you were talking about. What's over here? Just some office stuff. They're all 427. That's boring. Repetitive. Cool. Okay, this is the exit. Here we are. Okay, I think we explored everything here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy
Aliens?
one
Oh,
another.
right, you're right.
How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Was that it? I like the guy better. He talks more. Switch.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Turn the game off?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Oh god, I'm actually gonna
Push
die.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Play chest
As long as you
play
move
chess
forward,
instead.
you'll be
What?
walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Pausing the game is what I'm gonna do.
Don't let time...
You know, I should have restarted. Honestly, I should have turned the game off. Now I'm dead. Fantastic. Now we're back. Anything different in here? I, for some reason, can't turn off my computer. There's no button to do so.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, you truly are Flat Stanley. Yes. Truly, truly am. Okay, I don't know. Confusion was indeed successful. I don't know if there's any more endings. Should we start with our DLC over here? I don't remember if there was anywhere else to go. Yeah, we're gonna try this one. Because I don't know how to actually... well.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Can I not go that? Oh man. Alright, let's go this way. Hello, new content? Oh. Loading screen! All the content you get. Ooh, it's kinda...
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too, after a presentation like that. Wow. Yes, that. Look, I ain't gonna lie. In a game like this, if that was something that they made me do, if it was like a $5 DLC and that's all it was, I would not be mad. I would quite frankly find that to be hilarious. But they can't charge no more than $5 for that. Probably not even 5. But yes, that would be hilarious. Okay. Door? No. Guess we gotta go through
Okay,
this
so far
elevator.
it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is it? Alright, let's go then, buddy. Come on.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh. Hello? New content? Oh. The jump cycle?
All right.
Circle? Oh,
All
circle.
right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Jumps remaining, 36. I can jump! I can jump now! Yes! 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 Okay. I have 20 more jumps. Alright. You guys ready for this? Are y'all ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Go, 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 go. Jump, 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 jump. Alright. There's just a guy named New Content. He says sup. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. That would be worth $5. Alright. Oop. Why are you red now? Why can I not jump now? That's it? I used up my content.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What's over here? I did. Successfully. And now I'm gonna go
Another
swim.
elevator. Stanley, I
Like a
have to
certain
say,
other-
initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is
Yes.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Me too. Oh, it's a pit in the office. I feel bad for whoever had to open and close those blinds. Hopefully there's like electricity. Like what? It's done electronically? Oh my god. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
I mean, I guess I have no option. But yeah, sure. Oh. This ain't right. Hello? I hate Mondays. Oh, I thought that was... Okay. Cool. Oh, excuse me.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Oh, I want to ignore him, but I really want to go see what he wants to show me. Nah, if you can jump, you can't swim. It's logic. How did that one statement confuse me more than this game? Alright, let's go see what the narrator has for us. Coffee mutt? Coffee nut? Oh. I want that mug. Ow. Ha.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Okay, I have to look. This sounds very interesting. Narrator, you have intrigued me. What do we have here? What is this? Are we going into Skyrim or something?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone. This another museum? Are we going to another museum now?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Yeah, very nostalgic indeed. Toast. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. Oh. The Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Oh. That looks older than... Like, if that's the actual box art, that looks a lot older than 2013. That looks like... At the very latest, early 2000s. I mean, maybe that was the point. I don't know. I never played the Stanley Parable before the Ultra Deluxe Edition came out. So, I don't know. What is this? Audience Award? The Stanley Parable 2014 Independent Games Festival. Cool. I don't know what Audience Award means, but... Zone. Wanna go through that door? Aw. What is this? Stanley Parable. Is that the Steam page? Yeah, it looks like the Steam page. Wow, that was a long time ago. Steam looked different, bro. I mean, this was generally the same, like this little part, but the little top thing here. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Our first kiss, our first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Okay. This was their website. Someone using Firefox. I use Opera GX. Okay. A trip down memory lane. Hey, you leave a disc on the table like that, it's going to get scratched. Smile because it happened. Yeah, put that back in the thing. And yes, smile because it happened. Whether it was good or not. Wait, what? The Stanley Parable. What is that? Oh, that's the demo? Oh, I didn't know there was a demo. Not sponsored, but it should be. Yeah. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Is that really an achievement? It is impossible to get this achievement. Unachievable. Wait, what was this? The British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded to... Oh. Okay. I guess it's time to move on. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Okay. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Okay, back outside. What's with the architecture of these buildings, by the way? They're giving me very like Montana cultish vibes. Oh God. What's that random piano?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
Was not
it's
expecting
nothing.
them to name drop real
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I legit was not expecting him to name drop real games like that. Cool. Is that really all it is? Is just an hour of new content? Let's begin again. Alright, so we have two choices now, guys. We can go down, or we can go up. Yeah, that's what I was wondering where that random piano, what that had to do with anything. That was kind of weird. But yeah, that's probably where the music's come from. And then the lady started singing. That's the part that scared shit out of me. So should we go up or should we go down, ladies and gents? Maybe we go up first? I mean, he didn't direct us in a certain way. You know what, let's see, can we... Yeah, okay, now let's go up. See what's up here. Oh. Is that a tie? I want a Stanley Parable tie. That sounds cool as hell. The top 10 memories. France. Okay.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Look like you got a Roomba with the Stanley Parable collection. Ow, 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 cat, what are you doing? Ow. Sorry, my cat is laying. You know what, hold on. I'm gonna pause right quick. I'll be right back, ladies and gents. I apologize. I'll be right back. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it didn't, which is why I found it confusing. They made a DLC. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's like you got. It is a little strange for them to add a DLC to a game like that. It's kind of cool, but do you think they should have just remastered it and came out with a new game, or just left it by itself and then came out with a new game? Like instance, like Stanley Parable 2. I mean, obviously not call it that, but or if they wanted to be super meta, they probably could. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, 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 alright. Let's see. It feels like you need to help the narrator let go and move on to do something new. It's kind of feel that way, don't it? Okay, the serious room. I want to go in there. I don't have no way to go though. Can I go through the store actually? No. So I have to go downstairs.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
A non-memory.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Steam reviews.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Hello. I like being outside though. This is a change. Through here, I guess. Can go through there. Oh, another review that we can't read.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I don't know. I find this game to be freaking amazing. Just pretty much a walking simulator, it's fantastic. Wait. Oh, wait. He did? I wasn't paying attention. Covering up a good review. There was one good review we couldn't see or read. Here's another bad one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
Okay,
which is
right.
why I say...
I
the
really
story
don't want to
and the
skip this.
choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time, everything all at
Okay,
once,
fine.
so... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Oh, I
Of
know.
course,
I
happen to
regret
believe
pushing
it
the
was
button.
perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not
I
that, of
regret.
course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise.
It's taking him a lot of time to do a lot of stuff right now.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
How long should I let this go on?
Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise.
Okay,
manifesto.
the devs definitely have this on
manifesto.
repeat. There's
Treatise,
no way this ends, right?
manifesto.
Like, at this point, I have to hit the button.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
So
manifesto.
hit the button, right? There's
Treatise,
no way this ends.
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Hold on.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Me and you both, brother.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely
Yes.
whoever it is runs Steam
You will dream about it
instantly
tonight.
run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Okay. Was that it? Do I have to hit the button again?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Oh, the clock.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh,
Wasn't
shit.
there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? No. I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere
There's a vent.
other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Okay, let me
Is there
try.
any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all.
I'm trying.
Asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Okay, do we wait on him or do we press the button? Oh, I kind of want to see if he comes back. We'll give him a second. So while we wait on the narrator, how is everybody? I forgot to ask that. How is everybody? You all doing good? Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. Oh, I'm doing alright today, man. It's just another day here in sunny / rainy Florida. Just another wonderful day. He's probably not coming back, right? Like, probably not. Maybe ice. Alright, screw it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Has it?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this?
Ours.
Here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck
Do it.
all alone.
He said do it.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here.
Okay. Oh, this is great. Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
Okay.
It
The plant's dead. Narrator? Hello? Narrator? Oh, that's great. The clock stopped working. It's kind of funny. Narrator's just not here. Not saying anything. Okay, hold on. Want to check behind here real quick. Kind of weird not hearing him narrate after the button. Let's try again. Shall we? Clock fell. Fire alarm is going off? Or carbon monoxide detector? Something like that? I'm gonna die from one of those things is what it's saying pretty much.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must.
I get it. I get it. Oh, that was random. He did not like whatever the hell he was talking about. Okay, nothing over here. The fan stopped working. What's gonna happen next?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, dude went crazy.
End is never the end, is.
Uh-oh. What's going on over here? I'm waiting for a door to pop up back here. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. What is... It's not just a pipe. Yeah, it is. It's literally just a pipe. Okay, let's see what happens now. Oh. Yeah, makes sense. Still no door. I can hear the outside though. Interesting, I want to know what's going to happen. I'm very curious now. Oh. My guess is the narrator's dead. That's my guess. There's no door, right? No. Clock is crushed. What now? Oh. Hello. You can see trees growing up there. Okay. That one looks like it's growing on the building. Okay, anyway. Cool. Wait, there's no door? Forgot to check again if there's a door. No. What happened? What happened to all the green? The world end? Hello? Same darkness, just different ambient noise. Oh, now it's sideways? We have a way out. Oh. Alright, look, I love anything post-apocalyptic. Like, I love that type of media. This is awesome. Can we just go explore? Or am I gonna die? I kinda wanna hit the button again, but I kinda wanna explore. I mean, there's literally nothing to explore, but it would be pretty... Oh? What just happened? No, I wanted to hit the button. No! Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You think they want me to go back in here? Yeah, I wanted to explore, I really did.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Hey, wait a minute. 416. Huh. Okay. Let's see what the narrator has for us. No, he definitely does not want to be alone. Neither do I, so I'm glad he's back. Okay. Up the elevator.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Hey! That's what I said. I mean, probably
yes, you
could have.
see, isn't this far
name.
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Taste the squeal. Can I please taste the squeal? New and tasty. Okay, I guess we gotta go this way.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Potential. New mug. New content is out. New content. Part 2 is in. Okay. What's this? 1. More TSP. 2. Better TSP. Okay. Can I click on this? To click on this. Can't click on anything. Click!
Now, to be clear,
Oh.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Okay. This is actually quite nice. I like this. Valued investors. Ooh. I want to go down the dark hallway. Damn it. Ah, okay. New features. I have to go through this, I guess. Hey. Smithsonian
Here
up
we
in here.
are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Merch. The end is never the end again. I want that shirt. Okay, office decorations, the Stanley Parable bucket. The button that says name of player that is playing the game. Interesting. Where's that button? Hear your name in the game. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Interesting. There's the button right up there. I bet you it doesn't do
For the
anything.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
Okay.
feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay, alright.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and
Jim.
being heartbroken as Jim, seizing
Jim,
all of the
no,
world's
Jim,
possibilities as
no.
Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
No.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am so much a Jim that my nickname, half of it is Bob. Figure out the rest on your own.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Yes, everybody is now Jim. You are correct, host.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
Too much?
I'm putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise,
No!
soon you'll
No!
start to
No!
lose all
Jim.
sense of
Jim.
who you actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
Aw. I'm no longer Jim, guys. No, Jimmy Bob. Billy Bob, come on. Come on, Toast. We all know it's Jimmy Bob. Jim Bob.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That's Jim. The button that says Jim. Okay. I kind of want to go up there. What is this? Is that Stanley? No screenshots, please? Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have to. Screenshot. Screenshot. Oh. What was that noise? Okay, I took all the screenshots. We're gonna go this way now. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Collectibles. Collectibles? Hold up. Hold the phone. We're gonna go see what this guy's talking about. Collectibles. What was it? Oh, shit. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Billy Bob. No. I'm sorry, Galaxy. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. But what I said still stands. It's Jim Bob. I'm so sorry, Mr. Galaxy. Please don't hate me. Can you find them? Okay. Collect them all. Here we go.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Oh, that was... Can I go back? No, he locked it down on me. Oh well.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I thought that was Darth Vader for a second. The jump circle!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Aw! You're really not gonna let me jump again? Oh, this game's... this game's an ass. Free, new, plus easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Okay, we have to try that. And then we're going to the infinite hole. It won't end. Okay, yeah. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works. Oh, whoa. Calm down, Todd Howard. Get yours right now. Alright.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Am I really actually going to get an achievement for this? I really hope so.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
That was the biggest tease a game has ever done to me. I was super excited to get a fucking achievement. He got me. The narrator got me. That bastard. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? That's where my office is, by the way. Oh, shut up. It's not that funny. It's mean. What was this?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Okay, I want to go up. There was a staircase up there, but I want to go to the infinite hole first. Oh.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Stepniece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
What a dick. What if I would have chose... Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, he is real. And he can and will and have hurt you before. You better believe it, son. Hod Toward? Yeah, he's a dangerous person. Time like infinity, distant future, holy like infinity. Yeah, get scared, buddy, get scared. Opening, rim, def, infinite, surrounding area. Infinite hole chart. Okay. Wait, what is this? Is that the hole from like... Alright, whatever, anyway. Yeah, let's, wait. Yeah, let's... Okay.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I kind of want to explore more of this room. Why is there an audience? Why does this go down? Okay. Almost fell. I'm not ready. You look at this room, you tell me this is not backrooms material right here. Oh, Toast has a good point there, guys. Okay, we're going down the hole.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's not infinity hole.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
I knew it.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I am definitely the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
There's no way he doesn't have commentary if I don't press it, right? Right? Right?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay. I have to go tinkle. I will be right back, ladies and gents. Oh, wait. What did I do, Galaxy? I'm sorry. I don't remember what I did. I'll be right back, though. Okay, I'm back. I didn't miss anything, did I, boys? Did he say anything? Or is he just... Mr. Narrator, I wanna jump down the hole again. As soon as we teleport. As soon as you guys are okay with me teleporting out of the hole, I'm gonna teleport and then jump back in. Has it been 5 minutes yet? This is definitely not a broom closet situation. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. Waiting 5 minutes. Waiting 5 minutes. Nope. Nope, what? No, I can't. I can't teleport. You're a biscuit. I'm stuck in a hole. Why won't you let me teleport? I'm in a hole. A hole. A hole.
had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yes.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, how is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I kinda don't. I kinda wanna chill here. You could probably make a full-fledged cigarette out of all those butts right there. Tobacco and all. Paper, all that stuff. Yeah. What does that say? Can we read that? Meeting at 2 p.m. That's all I can see. All the meetings are at 2 p.m. Just one of us. That's all I can read. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Okay.
Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I can't do nothing. I literally can't. I am stuck here. Oh, this is great. What's that noise? Is that supposed to be him driving away or something? I'm pressing G and that no longer works. Narrator. 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 I don't want them to be in the hole anymore. It's getting dark. G. Jump. That's right, I'm out of jumps. F. Change perspective. Oh, that's kind of neat. Ah, it's like a cinematic. Stanley. This summer, one man. Wait, G? Oh, perception. Change your reality? Oh. Oh! That's what it meant. Okay, H. Ah, look at that. Let's change it again. Oh, there's puppies! Oh, they're so cute! Look at the puppies! I don't want to change this reality. Change yourself. I'm a robot. What is going on right now? The puppies are running. Okay. I gotta see what other backgrounds are. Okay, now we're in space. Now I'm on my head. This is a really cool ending, yes. Let's change perspective. Okay. Let's change myself. Oh my God. Tim Burton over here. Oh.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Wait, what?
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Doodle pip. I want to go back. That was cool. Yay. Think it's starting again? Maybe? Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
So that was an ending. I just want to try real quick. Doodle pip. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. This is closed to... Oh, I wonder what the hole's like right now. Mostly infinite hole. Fine, it ended. Okay, let's see. He has to say... Wait, that's not the hole. Wait, was the hole? Wait, oh, it's over here. I have to see what else he's... Oh, no. Oh, man. That was a missed opportunity for sure. They should have had at least one more line of dialogue for the hole. That would have been hilarious. Alright, let's see what else we got here. So we got the hole. We did the no screenshots thing. We didn't do the achievement. And the collectible thing. Exit, I don't want to go to right now. Let's see what else there is. Jump circle, we've seen that. This map, free achievement, the button that says your name, merch, settings, world campaign. Was that? Okay, hold on. Let's explore up here. Free achievement set. Okay, yeah, it is up here. Settings, world champion. Campaign, whatever. Ah, why can't I do that? Okay, fine, whatever. What else is there? Nothing up here. Still out of jumps. Epilogue, office decorations, collectibles, infinite hole. I think we did it all. So I think that's everything. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's look real quick before we go. Thank you for visiting the hole. Your fears were most delicious. Oh yeah, Rick and Morty. That was a great frickin' episode. The frickin' fear hole or whatever they called it. That was fantastic. Yes, I get that reference. At least that's what I hope you're referencing it to. Here we are. I don't think we've done this one. The reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Ooh.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
I
Come
agree.
on, give it a try.
Will do.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
So now we have a bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Okay. Alright, so I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else that we missed in here. We did the button. We did all that. There really wasn't nothing to do with merch, was there? Best Bucket 2025. Yes, sir. This bucket is a legend, I'm telling you. Alright, unless if I'm just missing something, I don't think there's anything else. I think that's everything. So we're gonna go through the exit. Some actually kind of cool looking paintings there.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes. Is that Stanley? Looks like Stanley.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Let me play
Hold
it.
on. Let me do a different arrangement.
I want to play it.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, Insert a few of my new features into it, tastefully of course, with respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. It took me to the main menu. That is fantastic. I love this game, dude. This game is absolutely fantastic. Ah, wow. This, can we actually do stuff? We are legitimately in the game right now, or the main menu. This is awesome. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
There's the
call a
balloons.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Get
This
well
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wow. Balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. We're gonna, oh, there's the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I sure did. The content room's gone. New content room. Found 416, by the way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I feel like we're doing the very first ending, but it's going to be a different ending, obviously, because I have a bucket. Why would it not be?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Damn straight.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you closet? It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That
How
your
dare
relationship
it.
is purely superficial and convenient?
The
That your
gall.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Stupid broom
Expand
closet.
on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Stupid broom closet, thinking you're better than me. All that other stuff he said. You suck.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Ah!
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
You were right, Toast. This is my bucket. And
All
this
right,
one is
I've got a
mine.
second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom
Bucketception.
closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
You and your bucket. Oh, Lord, baby Jesus. This is... okay. This is awesome.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Boss. I can't go through that room this time. But why? He's still going to the bathroom. It's the same thing. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay. Some random factory in New Jersey or something. Alright. Stanley and the Bucket's new hit rock band.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
That is for
Even
damn
now,
sure.
in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the
Oh, a
bucket
keypad.
did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Uh, 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket
yeah, man,
knew
No
all
Man's Sky
along?
sounds fun.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly
with
the most
that.
logical explanation.
Exactly. No one understands that concept, Toast. Thank you for pointing it out for me, because you probably said it better than I could. Hey, a collectible.
You found one of them. one of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Will do. Is there anything back here? No? Alright, let's go to the mind control place, shall we? Loading, 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 loading.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you, Bucket. Besides that gets me every time. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Hello? Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yes, we did. Indeed, we both did. Cameras.
The monitors jumped to life,
Firing.
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Where were we again? Right there, 427. Just trying to see if it looks any different. No, it looks the same. What's inside that box? Okay. Elevator, please.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
It is very sensitive, but how is an emergency helmet at the same time?
No!
Dun,
He
dun,
screamed
dun.
into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
To bucket or not to bucket?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah, man. Take down the man. I don't know why I didn't try pressing this button the last time we were up here. Okay. So I've been streaming for 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours now. And I'm hungry. I need to eat. So, I'm going to give you guys a choice. This will be the last attempt, or last
When at
ending.
last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So, here's the question. Which button do I press? We'll either figure out what the first ending is with the bucket, or we could try doing what we did last time and, you know, the countdown or whatever. What do you guys think? Should we off or on? On or off? Wax on, wax off. This will be the last one for today. This will end the stream. So whichever one you want to see. Wax off. Okay. Wax off.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. What? Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Oh no.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
No.
Not while this building has anything to say about it.
No.
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Ah. Okay, there it is, ladies and gents. We have our ends. We have our endings. That was fun. What was y'all's favorite ending that you saw? My favorite would... I don't know. Exploring the new content, getting all the way up to this point was pretty fun. Yeah, I almost guarantee. Yeah, the whole was great. The whole was fantastic, 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's more content. Like I'm pretty sure I didn't do this all in 4 hours. So definitely we'll try streaming this again another time. But until then, I appreciate you guys watching and taking the time out of your day, a very long amount of time out of your day. I do appreciate it, and watching it. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you next time. Later. Oh, the sequel is paused. Yeah, boy.